to the Superstation 99.7 Radio Kuwait, where here music lives. Of course, the second hour from 8 till 9 with me, Aki and T, and the amazing Dr. Juliet with us here in the house. And of course, the topic of the day is about stubborn kids and determined kids. And now in this hour, we're going to give some tips about how can you deal with your stubborn baby and change them probably into more determined kids. And that's what you want to do.
That's right.
For their own.
So we're going to talk
favor,
about
right?
trying to change these stubborn children to determination. And we want to make sure that, to shoot for the determination, not to discourage determination. And not to discourage stubbornness anyways. I don't want people to think, he's too hard-headed just because he's inconveniencing me.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. One of the things is, listen, don't argue. I said that a little bit. You have to listen to them. It's a two-way communication. If they feel like they're not heard, they're going to fight back with you.
Can we try to give an example? Let's say, for example, you want to take your baby or you want to take your kid to
for example,
a family member house and they don't want to go to play to a birthday party they don't want to go
and then
to.
They don't want to go.
For examtle.
Yeah, or at bedtime. It's usually the hardest.
Or bedtime,
Oh
yes.
my God, yes. Because it seems like in my house we negotiate. But bedtime, for example, you want to listen to them that they don't want to go to sleep,
Yeah.
I even could give you one from my own experience. My daughter, who she's determined, I won't say stubborn, she always wants to negotiate. Is it 8 or 8:30? And then it's like, so now we've decided that, okay, well, what do you think? Why is it 8:30, not 8 o'clock? Well, because at 8:30 it's a good time for me to go to bed. Okay. Well, so I listen to why she thinks, and then so we've negotiated. The idea is like, okay, so she's finished from her work, she's done everything, she can watch a movie or something on TV that she likes from 8 to 8:30.
Yeah.
So now I've heard her. She understands how I understand how she feels. She understands how I feel, and we've negotiated the 8:30. So now there's no discussion about it every time. So every time it's the same routine. You go 8 o'clock, watch this thing, and then at 8:30. But that also depends on if you finish your homework.
What about the extra 5 more minutes? Please, just 5 more minutes.
And so that comes under a different category actually, which is like, instead of really arguing with her and saying no 8:30, instead of saying you gotta go to bed now, what you need to say is that, which book would you like to read? So even if I don't want to do the movie thing, I say, which book would you like to read? And then she'll say, well, it's not 8:30. Yes, you don't have to sleep at all. Let's go to your bed and we are gonna read this book.
Yeah.
By the time we finish the book, it's 8:30 anyways. So it's constant. It is negotiation, but parents need to understand there's nothing wrong with to negotiate. Not with this generation, In my generation, where the parents felt like wasn't too long ago. Come on. Well, I feel like it's forever.
Mine as well. So
I mean, if my dad or my mom said, "You're going," you're going.
Even in my generation.
Look at them.
We didn't even
now. This generation. Oh my God.
Oh my mom had a stare like, "Khalas, this is finished.
Yeah,
this
stare.
is a stare."
I think that's the famous one.
Yeah,
Is
they
like,
don't talk.
it's
That
the stare.
generation stare.
And it's the same stare, but it can have different meaning depending on the situation. And you, as a kid, you're gonna understand it.
And you know it.
And
No, you
of
know
course
it.
You know it.
I
You didn't have
have
to
been
talk.
training for this for a long time, but it doesn't
not
work.
working.
It works sometimes, but not like all of the time.
That's an old update.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but
doesn't
nowadays
work.
it doesn't work because they are much more influenced than we were.
Yeah,
they are
true.
seeing a lot more different variety of things
They
on
have
TV.
what
They're
you have.
comparing a lot more.
Yeah.
For us, we didn't have all this comparison. And actually, what made it easier for us is every parent was like us.
Yes, true.
So
True.
because
It's
every
like
parent
all
was
the
like
same-
us,
same
everyone was the
style
same.
everywhere.
Yeah, so if you come and you tell your friend, my mom said I have to go this, and she's like, oh yeah, my mom did that too.
Me too.
So me too. Oh yeah. Oh, your mom is a little nicer. So it was like, oh okay. So but now it's like when they go and say my dad is yelling or my mom is forcing me, people look at you like, what? We don't do that anymore. And the parents themselves, they start much more educated, or people that know about development. They start to pointing out that this is not the right way to do things.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work in this kind of society. That's why we have to make adjustment, even if our generation. I love parents that says, in my generation, and I turned out good. You didn't turn out good. In that generation, you turned out okay because you were okay with everyone else.
Everyone
with you.
else, yeah.
But nowadays, we can't say, well, my parents beat me I turned out okay. I should beat other kids. Well, my kids, that's, it doesn't, because they could see on TV now there's an education about,
And as you said,
beating,
there's a lot
hitting.
of influence that's going on around those
Of
kids
course,
nowadays.
they talk at
Technology,
school, right?
with the
Technology.
phones and all that, and the way that they are being exposed to information is completely different from when it used to be early 2000s and the 90s and also in the 80s. That's why they are more aware and they understand more, and they can look up anything they want. I mean,
That's
they have
true.
YouTube. But they have YouTube nowadays. They have
Yeah.
YouTube that tells them everything now.
And then they can Google
didn't
anything.
have anything.
My
Google
dad beat
everything.
me, okay or not? I mean, like nowadays, it's like you get all these things at hotline if you're like in the U.S.
Yeah.
Anyways, the other thing is you got to connect with them. You got to be able to give them a hug, understand that you understand that their frustration. It's constantly that you have to imagine, cooperate with them. Don't make it look like you're against them. Make it look like you are with them and that you care about
Be
them.
friend with them.
Yes. And then what I was saying earlier, it's called give them option, right? Okay, you could do that, but we could do this. So if you give them option, then they see that their relationship is really equalized. And again, for parents that don't think they should be equalized because I'm the parent, that's fine. You could do whatever you want. But the idea
Think
is that
about
it
the
doesn't work.
consequences as well.
And it doesn't work. You're going to make your life more difficult
Yeah.
if you continue to struggle. So why don't you just work with it's the same thing as like at work. If you have a difficult employee, manager, supervisor, I mean, you either have to, you can't change job every time you have somebody difficult that's working with you. You have to be able to manage
Go with
and
the
not
flow
take it
and manage
personal,
yourself.
right?
Yes, of course.
True, true.
Stay calm.
Yeah.
Stay calm. You have to stay calm. Because if you don't stay calm and you're yelling and matching with them, they're like,
They won't even
Nothing
listen.
would
they
happen.
probably have to.
Listen.
They're probably looking like, I thought you were the adult here.
Get along with my mom.
Yes.
True, yeah.
We
Now-
are going to
So
continue talking.
we're gonna stay
about
calm once you tell me my horoscope.
Exactly.
yeah, we need to be in control.
Yeah, that's right.
Because yesterday I didn't say the horoscopes, so today the horoscopes for October 3, 2017. We're going to start with Aries. A friend or family member will confide in you today, and you must keep what they tell you a secret. It may seem like not a big deal to you, but from their point of view, it's a matter of life and death importance, so don't betray their trust. Okay, Aki?
Okay.
You're Aries. Taurus, you have been focusing too much on your work and you must now balance things out by spending more quality time with those you love. You won't be able to forget about work completely, of course, but you can keep it to a reasonable minimum. Gemini, you are back at your best by just letting things go. Cosmic activities in your new fellow air sign of Libra will inspire you creatively, romantically, and in various other ways as well. So aim high and strive to be the best at what you do today and every day. Cancer, make an effort to say something nice to a friend today, especially if you have not been on best terms in recent weeks. Beyond the trivial things that sometimes that divide you, there are many more important things that keep you together. So be friends today. Leo, some people clearly take great delight in disagreeing with what you say and do, but you must not let it get to you. Close your ears to their complaints, you've heard them all before, and keep doing what you are doing, only do more and more. Let's stop
I
here.
think we should stop. Yeah. Well, we can do it in two parts, Doctor.
Yes.
She didn't do my. You always make me wait.
Yeah, because yours is like
See,
at
we
the
don't
end
have
of
You know, like,
Yours
the
is
end is the
toward
best.
the end of the year, so yeah, it takes
Yeah.
long time to reach there. till
remember
December
January.
Or January,
If
yeah.
I make you wait, what do you think I feel? I'm Pisces. I have to wait till the end, so you're much better.
Stay calm.
Stay calm, take your breath, and don't worry about that. Now we're gonna move on with the playlist. We're doing the top 10 countdown for the Billboard's top 10 tracks of this week. And number 10, you have Feel It Still by Portugal the Man. And number 9, Attention by Charlie Puth, who went down all the way to number 9. And number 8, you have Rock It Up by Ugadi featuring Nicki Minaj. And number 7, you have Imagine Dragons with Believers. Enjoy these tunes. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Billboard Chart Countdown.